So on my screen, he's on the sort of middle left-hand corner. I don't know where he is on your screen, but wherever he is on your screen, make him very welcome. The very lovely Keith Brokenshire.
All right, thanks everybody. Now, I'm getting rather confused as I get slightly older. I mean, they do say that sort of money can't buy happiness, and yet it can buy a divorce.
Yes.
And when you go all the way on a long car journey, when you arrive, do you get a climax? And when farmers say they're short-staffed, is that being heightist? Now, I'm going to be 35 tomorrow.
Many happy
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know. I look good for my age. I'm still going to be dyslexic, though. And I'm going to need a hell of a blowjob on my birthday to blow out 53 candles. Do you still make a wish if you use a hairdryer? Now, I'm doing that thing where you do the reminiscing, and I've been looking back on my childhood. And by rights, I should actually be dead, along with a lot of my friends. Because we were brought up in the 70s, and we spat in the eyes of health and safety. We just didn't know it. We were kicked out at 9 AM by our mums. We weren't expected back until 5 PM. We were given the obligatory 10p for emergencies, which we spent on comics, food and crisps.
But he's dyslexic.
I mean, if there had been an emergency, we would have dialed 999 or reversed the charges. We were innocent, not stupid. We went down and flew off slides head first and hoped that we had enough momentum to hit the grass and not smash ourselves on the concrete at the bottom. We swung off rope ladders into polluted ponds and rivers and climbed trees. It didn't matter if you cut yourself and bled all over your fourth generation hand-me-down clothes. It just meant that you had to go home and suffer a TCP bath on a non-bath night. No! And you wouldn't believe the amount of smoke that we had to breathe in on trains, planes and automobiles. I mean, some places we actually had to wave ourselves in because you couldn't see. Asbestos, every school had some. And PhD chemicals were a degree or two above anything you can get these days. And as toddlers, we basically ate sort of toxic worms and earth. So according to the rules of DC Comics and Marvel, we should all be superheroes or mutants. Maybe we are. Darren, definitely. We didn't have seatbelts back then, and no matter how many times I wished for it, on my birthday, my brother never ended up flying through the windscreen. On days out with family friends, I'd be stuck in the boot of the car with a dog and probably one other kid, and the dog would start humping one of you, much to the amusement of the cars that were following. But we were unaware of the biggest threat that we faced. And we were exposed to that on a daily basis. The BBC paedophile. I mean, Jimmy certainly fixed it for himself. Clunk click means something completely different these days. Two little boys had two little toys. I bet they did, Ralph. Can you tell what it is yet? Well, it's not so hard these days, is it? Do you want to be in my gang, my gang, my gang? Do you want to be in my gang? Whoa! No, absolutely not. No. No, it can be rather confusing and interesting living with dyslexia because I'm never sure what I'm going to say or see. The other day I went to a cafe and ordered an LGBT sign. Now, fortunately, they gave me a BLT with a small pot of gravy. I went to a park and saw a sign that I thought said, "All gods must be kept under control at all times." And I thought, wow, man, what kind of a park is this? And how do you police that? Dogs. I bought some fuck food for the ducks and visited a wank to pay a check and a pharmacy to pick up my own prescription. Now this rule of 6 keeps screwing me up because I keep seeing and hearing it as the rule of sex.
That sounds so much.
So under government guidance, I joined an adult dating site. And in the profile, I wrote I had a 51 centimetre long dick. I got loads of requests for a dick. To which I replied, sorry for any incontinence calls, it's supposed to be 15 centimetres, 6 inches in old money. But on the plus side, I did arrange to meet one of the girls. I came across her in the park. She said that was a bit premature. Oh, come on, you must have seen that coming.
Did she?
Thank you very much. I'm Keith Brokenshire. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure as always.
Hey! Keith Brokenshire. Bringing lovely memories of the 70s flooding back, Keith.
Thank you.
Brilliant. So, moving on, this next young lady, this is her.
You don't even know me.
This is her first ever